So, if you could change your name for one day, what would it be and why?
Change it to like probably Ashley.
Why Ashley?
I gotta look like I could be Ashley.
Ashley, it is.
Yes.
Hey y'all, it's Girl Boss Lena.
And it's wait, no, I'm not girl boss. I do this every time. It's Boss Babe Keela.
Oh,
Just
and it's
gonna need a minute.
BondGirl Jessica.
Let's take two. Okay.
Hey y'all. Hey y'all, it's Girl Boss Lena.
And it's Boss Babe Keela.
And BondGirl Jessica. And today is
Whine Down Wednesdays.
Wednesday.
Which means you got what for us, Jess?
What? I thought it was you.
No, the last person picked is the first one that picked the first person that oh, it's me?
Yeah.
It goes back to me again. Oh shit. Okay. We can start right from there. And y'all know what that means. That means we've got our trusty rusty magic jars, and we are going to reach in and see what the topic of the day is going to be, ladies.
Yay.
Let's see what we got. Let's get something good. Oh, this is a short one.
Oh no.
My favorite topic.
This is gonna be good already.
What's better, alcohol or weed?
Okay, so I will take this question because I've never smoked weed. I will
Same.
say I am not the resident expert on that. I will say alcohol.
Yeah, 2 votes for alcohol because I'm not about that life.
Okay.
I don't even really drink either. So
okay.
Well, we're not gonna do it. I'm not gonna talk to you about that. We know you drink your milkshakes. I still think you need to add a little rum in there though. Make it a little moose shake.
I'll try it one day for you.
Bring all the boys to the
please
yard.
do. And I want to be there when this happens, Jess. I will be there to give you your first shot and be like, yes, Jess got her first shot.
And then I'll wake up the next day and I won't know what happened.
But see, that's why alcohol is the no-no. Because, okay, so for example, when you drink, right, you might not really know what you're doing. You don't remember kind of like what you're doing all the time. The day after you remember. And how do you
can't remember that I don't. So I'm gonna say I remember everything.
But how do you feel afterwards? Alcohol you have a hangover with?
It depends on what you drink. If you're drinking some rock gut stuff, then yes, you will definitely have a hangover.
But why do you have to be all selective?
Because not all alcohol is equal.
Okay, but okay. So I'm pro smoke instead of pro alcohol. I'm pro weed.
I think we picked it up.
So are there bad strains of weed? Like, can you have a bad trip?
You can have, well, yeah, you can have, okay, so, it depends on where you get your weed from. If you got somebody that's growing it or they're not reputable, they spray pesticides on it, stuff like that, then that's the stuff that's good, because what you're smoking is the bud, the flower. So, and it's like a little condensed like nugget. So if you're spraying, pesticides, Roundup or whatever on it to kill bugs or whatever you're doing, just think about how do you get that off of there? That's seeping into that thing that people are going to smoke. So that's when people don't do so well, when they've got other stuff that is actually on the weed, or if they try to make it legal and they extract the THC, do something to it and throw it back in there for some of the states that are not legalized, like Georgia, we've got some like Delta 8s that have like synthetic THC and stuff like that. That stuff is the brain fryer. That's the stuff that's not cool. But most of the time with weed, nobody dies from weed. You sit down on your butt and get stuck on the couch, or you totally want to eat, right? You might get munchies. Some people that have, chronic illnesses like Parkinson's and stuff that shake a lot, they may stop shaking. It gives you, some of it gives you a body high as well. So that's where your body is more relaxed. So the Parkinson's doesn't shake. It helps with nausea. Think of the cancer patients that smoke. They may not smoke, they may take tablets, but it's all the same thing. It's all the same thing. It doesn't have as many adverse effects as it would alcohol. It can slow your reaction time like alcohol.
Can too.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like alcohol, it can slow your reaction time, but you can't OD on weed. Nobody died because they smoked a pound.
Do we know that for sure?
Snoop's still kicking, man, and I'm sure that he is smoking a pound to the face on the daily.
He's still alive and kicking. He ain't going
Between him and 2 Chainz, you know what I'm saying? Blowing it down. So my vote is for weed because of that. Because with alcohol, I feel like you act stupid.
It depends. It really okay. I really think it depends on the person and their personality that's drinking.
That's true.
Okay. Because either you can be a happy person, or you could be a violent person, or you could just be I'm crying all night person.
Okay, but alcohol makes you do that though, right? It makes you like...
I wouldn't say that it makes you do that. I feel like it amplifies whatever is going on with you.
That's what I was going to ask. Okay.
So if like you're feeling sad inside and you're like, I just need a drink or whatever, like then you're going to be a hot mess. You're going to be pouring and crying because it's just magnifying how you feel. And if you're feeling like, it doesn't help with depression. Like it doesn't make it better. It just makes it,
worse. Right?
Literally. But if you're feeling happy and you're like, oh man, that's when you see people who are drinking, like, I love everybody. Those are
as they're like,
I love you, man. I just love you. You see them. You've seen them. That person was a happy person beforehand. They already felt the love.
Right. Well, as somebody who doesn't really do either, then Jess, right? Then what is your
interesting
take?
This is interesting. We're having 3 different perspectives because I drink, you smoke, she don't drink or smoke.
So
yes, let's get this.
What is the connotation if you hear somebody drinks as opposed somebody lights up and burns down? Like, is there a taboo in your... No, seriously though, is there a taboo for you?
So for me, I don't find it like it's not an issue to me if somebody smokes, but I kind of, I'll say this. I use my dad as the gold standard. He's my example for thinking of that.
Okay.
So my dad, he smoked cigarettes, but you never could tell he smoked cigarettes because he was very clean. So when I think of anybody who's smoking,
smell it. You didn't smell it in his clothes or anything.
If you didn't know him, you probably wouldn't even know he smoked.
Wow.
So like if I meet somebody who smokes weed and they just reek, it kind of is like, you don't have to be like that.
That's a turn off.
That's
a turn off. Yeah.
And then with alcohol, I don't know, I've just never really had a desire because like the kinds that I've tasted, they just don't be good to me.
What kind have you tasted? Sorry. All right. Okay, first of all, what have you tasted? I need to know. Because again,
I don't like the taste of alcohol either.
But sometimes, depending on what you drink, depending on the brand, if it's cheap, sometimes it can taste like lighter fuel. And if that's your first time trying it, you're like, this is not like I could burn a candle with this. What is going on? This tastes like a lantern.
Okay, from back in the day, I know I'm totally dating myself, and it makes me look like I got more gray hair than it is, but it's just the background, y'all. So back in the day, I hope my mom doesn't watch this. When I was like 16 or so, the big thing going was Cisco. Do you remember that?
It was a friend of mine.
Not the thong song, Cisco. Not thong, the thong, thong, thong. Not him.
No, I was singing Cisco Kid.
Oh.
You remember that
Wrong,
song?
Cisco.
Yeah, Cisco Kid was a friend of mine.
Okay. There's this drink that was called Cisco that came, and then there's the other one that's its equivalent is Mad Dog 2020.
Oh, see, that's all the stuff. That's why you, girl, bye.
I'm just like, I'm scared. Why they got these names?
If she's giving you that,
I thought it was just
It's
weed.
like Kool-Aid with it tastes like liquored Kool-Aid.
You were 16, so that's that cheap stuff that your friends could afford, and that's what they
Girl,
give you.
Boone's
That's the kind
Farm.
that gives you a headache. Oh, Book Farm.
Strawberry Hill or Strawberry Sun.
Did you feel like you got hit in the head with the baseball bat the next day? Because that mess. Okay,
that's why I don't drink.
Funny story. Funny story time. Story time. Okay. So my brother, I love my brother. So my brother decided to experiment with his Brita filter. So he just
this does not sound like it's gonna be good.
No, not at all.
So he would take the cheap alcohol, right? Because he's experimenting, and he would run it through the filter of the Brita. He let it, he poured in the Brita and it filtered. Yeah. He said, not once, not twice, but 3 times.
Just triple distilled.
The Brita.
Triple distilled.
Yes. So he was like, so I'm looking at him sideways, like, bruh, I know you're not trying to give me some Brita filtered alcohol. He was like, taste it. So I tasted it, and I'll be darned, that stuff was smooth as silk, right? Because he had filtered it 3 times. I was like, man, this is actually pretty good. But the next day, oh my head. I was like, what did you give me? He was like, it tastes smooth, but don't forget, it's still cheap.
Come back to bite in the ass.
I felt like somebody hit me in the head. I said, listen, we're not fooling with you in that Brita. No more. That killed my head. I don't know what he got. He put some tequila. I think it was like tequila or whiskey or something. Anyways, he filtered it several times, but it was really good. It tasted smooth, but girl, bye. That stuff was still, jack you up.
I've tried to drink.
Jack you up.
I've tried to drink in my older years. Like I tried tequila one time. My husband says I'm not allowed to drink anymore after the spaghetti stain on my floor from, I don't remember any of it. But apparently he does because he cleaned it up. So
tequila is very, very strong. There's a reason why it says 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila floor
on my floor, right? Literally on my floor. Oh, and it was spaghetti. I had spaghetti dinner, so it was really. So weed is more my speed. I agree with you though, Jen. Weed is my speed. I don't like when I go into Walmart or go to the gas station and somebody smells like a pound. That's a turn off.
I have to tell you, I do not like the smell of it at all.
I can't stand
it. When I walk outside and I'm like, oh my goodness.
You live in California. It's like clouds around.
It's a green cloud.
Around you. What you talking about? You walk around, it's like you just got like puffs around.
Honey, you'll get contact high. Don't go to any concert. Don't go anywhere. I mean, seriously. I mean, and I should have known better. A few years ago, I went to a Pink Floyd like kind of concert. Yeah, she knows. With my friends, okay? And I definitely was floating in the crowd while they were singing Money. I told her, I said, dude, I think we need to go. Because this was years ago. This was way before it was like legal or anything like that. Like, I'll never forget that. And I was just like, I mean, it was a whole, like, you just saw it. Like, it was like smog. Like, if you ever seen like videos of LA, you ever drive into LA and you see the smog sitting over the city? There was
Weed.
like a smog sitting over
That's
the
the
cloud
weed.
of just like green cloud. And I'm looking around like, oh my God, this is not going to end well.
But they just legalized where you're at now, though, right, Jess?
Yeah, just medical though.
Oh, they just did medical. They don't have recreational yet.
Mm-mm,
Yeah,
just medical.
Georgia's the same way. You gotta like be on your deathbed, know God, sell your grandma, you know what I mean, kind of thing. You really got to be fucked off here in Georgia to get any type of legal
Yeah.
medicinals. But I say weed because alcohol make you act funny.
And again, okay, in moderation, you'll be fine.
But but just think, so medically, do we ruin our lungs or do we ruin our liver? Like, what's the what's the
So, y'all, I don't know if y'all want to hear my reason. Because my husband was saying, like, you know, my husband doesn't drink at all because he does have some health issues, and so he's just like, no,
Right.
I'm not drinking nothing, da 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 da, because I don't,
Right.
I have enough liver problems. So I'm like, okay. And he was like, you know, you really, I don't know if I really want you drinking anymore either. I'm all, listen.
Hold on, your liver
I
don't affect me.
said, Jesus made wine, so it's okay.
But you know
said,
what,
listen,
though?
everything in
It's
moderation.
hard.
If you drink too much water, you could die from water, right?
You're waterlogged. You can't, I guess.
There was a radio station out here several years ago. They had a water drinking contest, and you had people calling in and doing all this stuff. And nurses were like, don't do that. You can't do that. Anyways, they did this whole water thing, and the lady died. She drowned in her own body because she drank too much water. So again, everything's about moderation. If you drink too much, it's going to ruin your liver. But if you drink in moderation, you'll be fine. That's my take. I'm stepping off my soap.
So Jesse, you've got the final say. What do you think would be more acceptable? What's more acceptable for you, alcohol or smoking? So what do you think has the worst? What do you think has the worst? Gets the worst rap, also, from somebody who doesn't smoke or drink.
I think people judge weed smokers more, but I do feel like it's a bit safer than alcohol. I don't know. They both are dangerous because I'm always thinking, like, what if somebody like spikes your drink? What if somebody laces your weed?
All of that.
Oh, I mean,
like,
literally.
Yeah.
Literally, somebody could, you know, put something in your
Slip
drink,
you
or
a
somebody
Mickey.
you over there looking like Smokey in a pigeon coop. Because somebody
that's what, you know what, right, because you know what they're doing these days, they're lacing it with fentanyl. So just a thing, like when they say you go out and when you're in public and you have a drink, you know, you got to be careful, put your hand over the top of your drink or a napkin so nobody, you know, sticks anything in your drink. I'll just say the same thing with weed. Don't smoke anything unless you see somebody literally roll it in front of you or you roll it yourself.
My answer to all of that is drink before you leave the house out of your own money. You'll save money. Okay. You want to get yourself a DD.
Mm-hmm.
Get yourself a resident DD. Jessica, you'd make a perfect one. So you get Jessica
yes.
You don't drink.
So when we all get together and I'm high and she drunk, Jessica just gonna corral us both together.
We ride with Jess.
Like, I got you.
Jess.
It's okay.
Thanks, Jess.
Jess got us. Jess gonna ride. Yeah, but you get yourself a little DD. You ain't got
and you'll be good to go.
we'll be good to go.
All
My
right.
husband doesn't drink, which I'm happy about because now that means when I go out, I can drink at home, go and be fine. He can drive.
Mine drinks and smokes, so I've got like a double.
Oh, you're screwed. You're screwed all the way around. Forget it. Just stay home.
All right, y'all. And on that note, don't go nowhere, drink and smoke at home, and then go out and kick it, as Keela
And
says.
cause havoc.
or call Jessie on speed dial. She'll be right there.
Yeah, Jessica will come pick you up.
My girl.
The DD hotline.
That's cute.
All right.
Bye,
See you
y'all.
guys next week.